Hello, everybody. Sorry, running a little late. Don't have a good excuse this time. I was just tired and slept in more. This one's totally my fault. But I don't know. I've just been really tired lately. I'm not sure like what the deal is. Hopefully, I'm not getting sick. I know I was feeling weird a couple of days ago. It wasn't necessarily that, but I don't know. It's allergies. Maybe I just need to be more active, get more energy. I'm not really sure. But either way, we'll try to get back on an earlier time tomorrow. But for tonight, we'll see if we can at least still get in a few hours. I am waiting on Jason, so we can look at the end of his game and just see if he wants to play another one. I think he typically plays till about 1 o'clock or so. Go ahead and share this. Twitter for the handful of people that watch me on Twitter. Now, I did just release my patch notes video, so be sure to check that out if you're interested in that. And then we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, here he is. Yo, what's up? You guys dominating or what?
We lost.
Oh no. Alright, let's see here. Well, we're going to dominate this one, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's see. How'd that Magic tournament go?
Actually, didn't. It was good. Like the first 3 rounds, we dominated, and then we lost 3 in a row and just dropped.
Oh no.
Yeah. I played against the mirror match twice in a row, and they just drew fat. They had better hands that were able to assemble their combo before I could.
Yeah, because there's not too much interaction in Hammer Time, right? It's just a race to get your stuff. So.
And the problem is when I played, it was either the fifth round when I played it again. I sided in like interaction to like fight against it. And I just.
You cut out there. What'd you say? You just drew the wrong cards?
Yeah, and they had more threats to deploy than I did because I was just drawing interaction from my sideboard.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the deck's becoming more popular now. I'm hearing more
Yeah.
streamers talking about it.
Urza Saga is insane.
Yeah, it's definitely big. I'm surprised a lot of people like didn't immediately go to that. That would be one of the first decks I would think that would be relevant in. But
It gets around so much.
oh yeah.
Because even if they chalice you,
Oh, you cut out again. What was that? Even if they chalice you, what?
you can still get your hammer. Like if they chalice on one, you can still get it with Urza Saga for 3rd phase.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So
Isn't there something where it puts it from your hand into play too, or is that making that up?
It's Sargarda's aid.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that would also allow you to bypass it, wouldn't it?
true.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I have to look because I'm pretty sure you cast it.
Oh,
But
okay.
I have to look. Yeah.
You cast it for free. Yeah, I mean anything that like puts it into play where it's not a cast.
Correct.
Yeah, gets around that nonsense. I remember looking at that card at a time when nobody could get that at Mike's shop back in the day when I had some store credit, and it was like $1 or something for like.
What was it?
It was like 3 chalices. They were like $1 each or something. And like.
LOL.
They weren't in perfect condition, but they were still like in pretty good condition. I remember reading that card and going, "What the hell? That card's OP." I was like, "Why is it only $1? Why does nobody play this?" And so then I bought them. But yeah, that card just as soon as I read it, it's just like it's really good. Anything that's like a permanent fixture in play that counters stuff is pretty good. This guy says no. Hopefully someone asked him if we were going to lose this game. Nocturne's banned. Aurelia. Okay. Alright. So those. Shoot. Okay. That. Where did I put? There it is. Hey, what's up, Lucas? Sorry, I was trying to close all these tabs. I have like a million tabs open. Hope AP Darius support. That's not probably on the roster today. Oh man, Zillion, Cogmaw.
Do you remember how cheap you could get Mox Diamonds for?
They were like $20 or something.
You want to know how much I just sold one for?
Like 300. Oh shit!
$465.
465. Damn it! Hold on, I'll switch over to the other account. I was reading something and goofed it up. Oh my. Okay, let me fix camera. Sorry.
$20.
Yeah, that was an expensive card back then. Like the best cards in standard back then were like $20. It was like Mox Diamond when it came out was 20. Morphling, which no one plays now, but that was like a really powerful blue creature. No one played creatures. Rashadan's Port is $20. Cursed Scroll in Tempest Block.
Oh yeah,
like
I remember that.
15 or $20. It's funny how some of those cards that were like so OP, or that were like not necessarily OP, but were really good, like Cursed Scroll, were like $20. Okay, let me grab the other account. I'll be right back. Hey, what's up, Rob? Thanks, man. Yes, I didn't mean to dodge the last one, but it's probably not the worst thing in the world because they had a really strong, like, Kog'Maw plus either Lulu or Zillion is extremely difficult to deal with in solo queue. Yeah, I remember, yeah, Cradles were like 15 or something. I don't even know if they ever got to 20.
Trying to sell one right now. $800.
Yeah, stuff that was really open. A lot of it has been banned, so it's not as valuable now. Like Yawgmoth's Will was really good. I remember a lot of people did not think that card was so good. I was like, this card is absurd.
Yawgmoth's Will's like $300 now.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's only playable in Vintage, right?
Commander, which is, I mean.
Oh yeah, well, Commander it does drive up the price on a lot of things. But
I think it's Legacy too.
No way.
Oh yeah, dude, Storm.
Is it really legal in Legacy?
I want.
There's no way, dude. That'd be so OP. I don't think there's any.
That's a 3-drop that allows you to play instants and sorceries from your graveyard, right?
It's anything from your graveyard. It's a source. It's a
Oh,
black and 2 for anything.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, that's definitely banned in Legacy. I think I was thinking of something else.
Yeah, you're probably. There's a red one that's more expensive.
Yeah.
That's what you're thinking of. That's what people do. That has flashback out of the graveyard.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's still good, but this was.
Yeah, Commander's driving the price. That's why.
Because I mean, you'd run Baubles. Baubles were even OP back then. You'd run Baubles and like the Necropotence decks when I ran it in, and yeah, you could just like ritual, Yawgmoth, ritual, like just unload your whole graveyard. And that was in like
Oh
a
yeah.
fair way. That wasn't even in like a storm. Wasn't a mechanic back then. There were dual lands for like $15. That was in revised because nobody played old formats. Like there just were not tournaments for it. So it was just, you know, Commander. There was no really Commander. People played stuff, you know, just kind of fun tabletop versions. But for the most part, people just it was just for collectors and like for fun.
Right.
It was either standard or booster drafts, and that was basically it. Sealed, that type of stuff. But yeah, there were some valuable things back then. I remember when I first got back into it, like 2014, I was just kind of estimating I would have had like $5,000 or $10,000 worth of stuff that I ended up selling for like 300 or something.
Oh yeah. Even show and tell got up there for a second.
Yeah, show and tell was up.
It was like $70 before it got reprinted.
Yeah. Yeah, I had like a ton of those. I had like 36 of those or something because I just liked the art on it. They were fun and they were only worth like $1 or something back then. So I was like, just throw in a show and tell. And they're like, okay. So it was cool. Yeah, Wasteland was worthless. Nobody used that. There's a lot of stuff like that. Hey, what's up, Justin? Yeah, Commander's cool. I've only played it a few times with Jason and his friends, but it was pretty fun. People would try stuff like that, but
yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying I'm actually getting out of Commander right now, which
Oh no.
I probably will get in. I'll get back in, but
Let's see.
my deck was just too competitive. I'm not. I mean, I was just trying to win with like Thassa's Oracle.
People tired of playing against you because it's just too dominant.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, the power level. I wanted to be as competitive as possible, but
Had to put your power 9 away for a second.
it's not even that. It's just like I like to play with powerful cards. Like my
Yeah.
format's Legacy. I love like
Oh yeah.
and Modern, but
Yeah. They're cool. I just, you know, if they ever just ban Brainstorm and Legacy, that meta will open up, but they're never going to do it.
they will never do that. That's
People
like
would
a
be so
defining
pissed.
card.
I know. That's why everybody likes to play. But I mean, just like 90% of the decks are going to be blue. That's what I like. Modern, I think Modern is probably the most diverse format in terms of there's just so many different kinds of decks, different color combinations that can be powerful in a lot of different metas.
I will say like the team, like the Unified or like Team Modern events are so fun.
Yeah. I only did like one team event, and it was really fun.
Yeah, the team events are like my favorite.
Nice, Justin. Okay, so we got the scaling.
Oh, we scaling.
That's right. Ooh. Oh, Lulu's banned. Okay. I was thinking about Lulu. Whatever. We'll just Rakan. If Lulu was available, I'd consider Lulu, but thought about Janna as well, but
How's the Final Fantasy going?
it's going pretty well. I've only released like one episode of it, but I've been playing a bunch kind of that I haven't recorded. Been doing a lot of the little professions and stuff like that, but it's a lot of fun. I like it. Some of the some of the secondaries, it is a little repetitive because they it's like the same system for leveling them up, but it's pretty fast. Their auction house, though, at least for kind of like a newer player, it doesn't have a lot of gold on there yet, is absurdly expensive. I think for like, because if you want to buy something for the professions, because usually they have like these little. Let me get some magic resist here. Don't have that much CC. Like for the first 20 levels or so, oh, camera's freaking out again. For the first 20 levels or so, you can just like get your own materials, and it's pretty straightforward with a lot of the professions. Or you can just buy them from the shop for like pennies, and you just spam craft stuff. But like once you get above that, sometimes it asks you to get some like things from other professions, or to make your stuff, or it'll ask you to go out and kill some random mobs from like the corner of the the corner of the world. It'll ask you to go out and do something that's like out of your way, or that's impossible to do. And if you have to get some of that stuff off the auction house, it was like a lot. It was a lot. So like getting one, I don't know the exact equivalency, but getting like one piece of like meat from this mob that I didn't want to go kill to do for like this cooking quest or whatever was going to be the equivalent in WoW of like maybe something like 10 gold for like a new player to try to like buy this meat just to complete like one class quest for it. So that can get kind of annoying, but otherwise it's been pretty solid. The fishing's badass.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's all about the fishing.
the fishing really is. The fishing's very good. And the gathering stuff is pretty good for the most
Tell your
part.
guild that you're quit. WoW because of the fishing's better.
That's right,
than
dude.
fantasy.
I'm out, guys. Fishing's too good. I mean, with WoW, basically, it's just I just pretty much log in and raid. At this point, I have so much gold like stored up.
When's the next phase or whatever comes out?
I don't know. I hope soon.
What raid is that? Is that
The next one is going to be Serpent Shrine Cavern and the Eye.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So that should be pretty good. This one has been pretty simple for the most part. There's been some challenges some weeks, like Nightbane and Karazhan was kind of challenging and at times. And then Mag Therodon, there's like been a couple of nights been rough on Mag, but for the most part it's been pretty simple because you can just craft your way and gear up like super fast. But yeah, I'm not sure. I think people are estimating next month. I hope it's not much later than that. Yeah, I was a little late warding those raptors, so kind of put Jinx in danger there. Have I looked at the new Dwarf Ward? I haven't, no. I've pretty much just done the Beastman stuff, and then next up's probably Sartosa.
Is Warhammer 3 out?
It's not out yet, no. It's gonna be out, I think it's September, something like that.
It's coming up soon.
Really? Dude, how the fuck did he hit me? Okay, she doesn't have heal? Jinx, flash! Oh my god, that was so close. She could have just flashed back, but okay. Alright, I guess that works. Do I just go lock it? I'll have to look. I don't know offhand, Black Falcon.
Kane's top.
I will make them dance. I will make them hear.
Locket's okay, but I still want to just get some AP for some more kills. Probably at least, I think it's like 3. If you're wanting to do dwarf. I don't think anyone else has asked for dwarf.
Our people are bleeding. My lady's gonna heal.
There were some. It's at least 3. It's 3 is the minimum. I'll have to email and ask. Well, yeah, I think it's. I'm pretty sure it's 3. Because there were some people that expressed some interest but did not confirm or donate yet. So I don't know if they would still be interested or not. Because it's been a little bit. Dude, like, what are the odds that he hits me with that Q in traffic before I hit him with my W there? Like, that was so crazy.
I might be able to kill.
Oh, did we not get the cannon experience? Oh, jeez. I don't know where Aphelios went. Do I do Mercs here?
Probably wouldn't be a bad idea with Bran and Oriana.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm probably gonna get hit with something.
Oh yeah. You probably will get hit with Bran all.
Oh, yeah. Jinx should try breathing through the nose. She's doing, like, okay. It is a tough lane. I mean, everybody's playing these, like, AP poke type of champs early, and it's like, they're very weak to ganks, as we saw, we double killed them. But in just a flat-out 2v2, like, they're gonna be pretty good, unless I play, like, Leona or something. Maybe I should play Leona more.
Recently just got the best router you can buy and the best modem.
Oh,
And
nice.
This is so nice.
Nice. Yeah, those upgrades can be pretty huge.
All they got.
I got a way better router. I just haven't actually hooked it up because like the internet at this place is already pretty good. I'm just like holding it. Nice. God, with Predator and Ghost. I forgot just how ridiculous Hecarim is. I don't know why people haven't been playing him as much. I think his damage is just... He just can't brawl at a high level with, like, Viego and stuff like that late game. He's got good engage, but he's just gonna get, like, beaten up by some of the other meta junglers right now. But his ganks are just, like, insane. I think they rebuffed him recently.
I thought they neutered him like a while ago.
Oh, they did. They nerfed the hell out of him. But then I think recently they gave him a couple of buffs to try to get him back in. He was like a patch or two ago.
It's always a scary champ to get buffs.
Oh yeah, because there's
Same with like Aurelia too.
yeah, there's almost no counterplay to Hecarim when he's really strong. Alright, they might be coming for you. No, they're
Might
not.
be able to
Okay.
kill this Oriana again. If I get my knight up.
Genius. That ain't crazy.
Oh, she stayed? Okay, oops. Well, hopefully she didn't die.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, come on. Burn 'em.
Yeah. Yeah. If you stay, you die. She stayed, she died. People just overstay so much. Oh, it's actually a riot. Wait, does that say Rito?
I am definitely.
Yeah, okay, Rito Light. So not Riot Light. Especially if you're something like Jinx, you just can't be out in the lane if your support's not there. Really wish Locket wasn't mythic. It could be just hanging out. Yeah, they're just chilling there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and... Okay, so Ophelio's backed. Can we kill him? If he doesn't come back with a mythic, we might be able to kill him.
Yes, it is. I was working there for a second.
An enemy has been slain.
Dang, he's taking a lot of damage. No, don't go in the bush that I'm in, dude. What? Why would you do this? Show. Really?
Track it down. Ooh.
Has been slain.
Jinx running out of oxygen. Or he's there too. I'm just gonna back.
We're good.
I don't need to understand the plan. I trust my lord.
Spellbook? Let me see. I saw the new Spellbook, Everfrost Rakan OP Korean. I haven't seen that. What video is that? You have to email me a link. I've tried Everfrost. I was not a big fan of
It
Everfrost.
ain't a party.
Well, I mean, like, it was working. I was doing Protobelt because people were telling me about Protobelt. That works if you're, like, really far ahead and you need extra damage on your team, but it's still really expensive. None of the high-end, even Korean, that I've seen, high-ranked players, according to, like, Lowalytics, like, the best Rakan one-tricks don't really buy those items.
I dig seeing it. I feel like my allies aren't recognizing how amazing my cloak is. I mean, serious. Rude.
But I like it if you're ahead. I mean, the thing about Everfrost is, like, the build path itself, getting up to it is pretty bad because you don't really need Lost Chapter because your mana is, like, okay as Rakan because you have long cooldowns. You can't spam stuff.
Someone has to die, they die.
Versus the Protobelt version, you at least get the Alternator, which is very good at 1,000. It gives you that extra 60 proc damage. So I really, really like the Alternator far more than Lost Chapter if you want an AP item. The completed Everfrost is obviously good.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Does she have enough to kill him? I don't know. Been hit a bunch. He's dead though, right? God. Doesn't do any damage. I don't, and the swap, I haven't tried the swap in a really long time. My read on it initially is that it just doesn't give any mana or healing. What? I don't think it would have killed him anyways, though. Well, I mean, he's got his mythic and you don't. Like, I don't know.
I need some fun.
It's fine. We're winning everywhere else really hard. But, like, I always wanted Spellbook to be a thing, but they nerfed it a while back. And it just, like, he does use the other summoners, like, well. So he's a very good candidate for Spellbook in general. It just takes so long to come online with that. Yeah, Immortal Shilbo back at it again. I mean, that really wasn't a balance thing. That was just Jinx being bad. Like, you gotta know he has that item, right? And you haven't seen the shield. So you know he still gets to proc that shield. So I think Jinx is a good champion right now. Nice gunpowder. So I don't know. I'll have to check it out and see. That is something I have not seen the one tricks playing a lot, but it just felt like it just took way too long to come online. In my opinion, Guardian is just pretty much mandatory on Rakan. Like, you're so squishy without Guardian. And it just fits perfectly with his kit. Guardian also gives you... I guess font doesn't matter as much. Whoa! Okay. That's pretty hilarious. Oh, that's Jinx. Sometimes you just get some free kills.
Damn it, I died.
Isn't he? I thought he was in that bush. Okay, I guess he's not.
Damn, it's broken.
Dude, I'm gonna, like, have a stroke with this guy. Like, he auto-attacks the person that I don't go on, and then he doesn't body block the R when he's at full health. Doesn't give me range to use my E to get out of there faster. I have to run for, like, 2 seconds. That is unfortunate.
Unstoppable.
I got free. I got a lady. I got cause I died. That's me.
Fortunately, it's working out with everyone else. Yeah, her traps were down. Her traps were down, to be fair. But I still think that even just... if she just rocketed and just auto-attacked him, committed to killing him, that, like, he would have died. I mean, I thought I did ping, but I mean, do you, like, you can visually see me go on the brand. Like, you don't need a ping for that, though. And I'm, like, sitting in this bush for, like, 15 seconds watching them walk up. Like, you gotta know I'm going in, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe a ping, like, on the brand would help, but you can see who I go on. It didn't require that even any coordination. Like, she doesn't have to use abilities. She just literally auto-attacks the brand. In my opinion. Yeah, I mean, Aphelios has been good, but, like, she can body block it. Like, he can't shoot it through her. Yeah, I mean, Aphelios has been playing fine. I just think that we've lost a lot of opportunities with Jinx, but... Oh, okay. Okay, I thought he was saying, I should have pinged it more. I'm like, well, maybe, but it seemed abundantly clear to me that that was the target. Once that's who I CC, but...
I dance because I'm free.
Well, I don't... I don't know. I think the message was clear. She just, like, I don't know. I think if I pinged it, would not have... She still would have attacked Aphelios. That's my read, but, I mean, maybe not. But maybe I could have. I don't know. I mean, that's pretty sad, but maybe that is how it is.
Magic.
Yeah, maybe I could have just pinged the brand. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt to ping it.
Humans call it battle. It's just a dance.
To be honest, I wasn't sure who I was going on ahead of time. Like, if Aphelios would have been a little, or like, if I could not have accessed Brand, then I may have gone Aphelios. So I just kind of like, as soon as Aphelios became available and in range, in my opinion, to die, then that's when I just went. So I feel like I couldn't do it super far ahead of time because there was another choice. Alright, and we gotta get, Grievous next, I think. I think Shirelli is this game because we have Hecarim. It's just so good with Hecarim. But, I mean, Mandate's good too. Maybe it's overkill on the movement with Hecarim, but...
Back.
Love is supposed to hurt. Ecstasy needs a little more.
Your turret has been destroyed.
They will remember
The blue cape is a, an older skin. Which one do you mean? Like the one that just looks like straight up blue? It's SSG, I think. It's like the first I think it was the first Rakan like world skin. Talking about like the really blue one. Yeah, Mandate is pretty much like if you need extra damage. I think Mandate is really underrated, but if you have stuff that like super heavily benefits from movement speed, which is a lot of things, but like Darius, Hecarim. Dude, Jinx. Why was she rotating around for a flank, though? Alright, that shit, I'm watching Tom Kench here. That actually looks really strong. Yeah, Irelia is my number 2 ban. Usually I ban Nocturne, but if Nocturne's banned, then I ban Irelia. Totally an argument to make her the #1 ban, though. I think she is over the top. Totally agree. She's getting a nerf this patch. I don't think it's that big of one, though. I guess we just reset, and then I try to get vision on Baron. Yeah. What's up, ass master? Yeah, Aurelia is really good.
I think Zaya told me to improvise. At least, that's the only part of the plan I remember. Without wild magic, we have no children, we have no future.
We threaten Baron. Really far ahead. We have 3 forms of engage, really. With you. Of course, they get all my fucking words. Oh, I got Ori's thing too. Ha! I think Putrefier, like, second item is almost mandatory to get. Like, just as a support in general, Rakan's good at it, but there's just so much healing. And every time I look at this item, or in a lot of games where I look at it, after like 2 team, it's like 1,000 damage a team fight or something, or more. The 60% is just such a big deal. Now, Font is very good with that, because says any healing or shielding, another ally will enhance you both, causing the next damage to apply grievous wounds. And it's not just magic damage on the Puff Cap Toxin, it's any damage, including physical damage, on the 60%. I believe that's how it reads. And with Font, every time they auto-attack, that you get a heal, so... Just cannot kill her.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
It's pretty crazy that, like, you can't interrupt Tom's W now. That's one thing that I noticed recently. Is you used to be able to interrupt his ult while he was channeling it, so but now you can't interrupt him. So you can just freely, like, just get away if you want to. Or get in there, either way. So it gives you quite a bit of mobility in fights. His ult, they switched it sort of. So his W, he goes under and then pops up. And it can knock people up and do some decent damage. And his... It's like his old ult, but when he pops up, he does damage. But yeah, he channels it for like a second or something and then pops up after half a second. but it can knock up and do damage AoE to anyone around him, kind of like a little Alistar knock up.
Well, that's probably gonna have to be it for me because I gotta get up tomorrow.
Okay, it's all good. I'll catch you next time, man.
Yep, take care.
Have a good one.
Too.
And then his ultimate is you can eat enemies or eat allies. If you eat an ally, it gives them a big shield. Should be instant. That'd be OP. It needs some kind of channel, especially if it can't be interrupted, because it's got like pretty good range on it and has a pretty, I think it's got pretty decent damage component to it as well. The big thing is it can't be interrupted. And that shores up one of his weaknesses, because especially in top lane, because in top, one of his big weaknesses is he was always so vulnerable to ganks because he had no escapes, but now he can actually get out with his W. So he's pretty hard to pin down. I don't know if you stun him, if it stops. It probably stops him if you stun him. But damage certainly doesn't stop him. Yeah, I mean, if you have him slowed and locked down, then you can. You can predict it. It's got a pretty big hitbox. Yeah, exactly. If you stun him with the stacks, then you can get a hit on him. Yeah. And it gives, it lowers the cooldown on it if you hit somebody with it by like a lot. It's like 50% refund on the cooldown. So I think it's like 20 seconds or something. But then it refunds 50%. If you have ability haste, it's pretty good. People are going like Thornmail second item. And I think his tongue like does pretty decent damage, and it heals him. So he's got healing on the tongue. He has healing / a shield on his W. Seems pretty good. I think people are playing him in pro. I need to like try to level up my other account too, because that's really kind of like my legacy account. That's what people would look at, you know, to judge me a lot of times, right? Because that's the account where it's been around every season since season 1, instead of my Smurf. But I did dodge on the other one, so yeah, the tongue healing's pretty big. I don't know, like the fact that that W can't be interacted with is pretty huge. I was gonna look at Games of League. Okay, maybe he's not being played. I thought he was being played in top, but maybe not. I guess in solo queue he's like 53% top. Hey, thanks Trove Stove. Appreciate the sub. Oh hell, we got Aurelion Soul. Someone's like, oh, it's getting nerfed tomorrow. We better play it today while we can. He played mid. Maybe he just doesn't have a huge presence yet. Yeah, 11-14 was the buffs on him. Okay, so he's not doing so hot. On this patch, he's played 27 times in all roles for 44%. But I think in solo queue, top lane, he's, yeah, his tongue already has a pretty decent slow on it. I mean, what I've seen is you go grasp, and then you go for the little, the frozen area thing. Okay, Lux. All of these poke champs, man. So annoying. It's like nobody plays Nautilus or Leona in solo queue anymore. I don't know. Which is fine, like these poke champs are, you know, just annoying in lane, but a lot of times they get outscaled. But just like nobody plays tanks. Slows don't stack. They changed that back in like season 4 or something. Whichever is the strongest slow, that's what it goes with. Movement speed ups stack, but slows do not. You can keep a slow with okay, it depends on what you mean by stacks. It does not give you a larger slow to have a smaller slow applied to that larger slow. That's how I'm defining stacks.
As far as the eye can see.
Okay, so you can keep so what you're saying is when the Q slow falls off, you can have an extra slow on there.
Safe is for nerds.
I guess. Yeah, I mean there's a delay though, man. In what I say and what you type. Yeah, I don't see Glacial that often.
I love evil, and evil loves me.
But I mean I guess it could work. Yeah, I see what you're saying. You slow them with the Q, then you can go up and auto attack them and slow them more off of that.
Perfection doesn't exist, except for my hair.
It can work. But
Doing the right thing was boring. I'm way more fun now.
I wouldn't do Everfrost. You just need to be tanky. Now, one thing that does give you an extra slow is that Frozen Fist thing. I forgot what it's called, but that's what a lot of people get on him top. The thing that puts a little frozen area around. That is very common on him. As a rush.
If she misses her binding it, I might jump in.
Okay.
There we go.
It was bad. Probably. Yeah, it seems like he's doing really well on top. They nerfed his jungle. I don't think he can consume... Yeah, I mean, the consume's just not there anymore. Okay.
I am bad because I'm free.
And that's why we love Rakan.
Free because I'm bad.
Yeah, good thing they're nerfing Soul tomorrow, man. That felt really OP. Yeah.
Should we focus the Lux? I went on the Vayne right there, but
Yeah, if whoever I hit, whoever I knock up, it's easier to hit Lux.
yeah, that's my bet.
Good. Damn, did that really work?
An ally has been slain.
They're probably gonna rotate down here. I guess we'll just freeze. So Soul like re-ganked his own lane and somehow it worked. Okay, there's her shield.
Should we go in? Oh, never mind. I thought Lee was coming.
He's coming, he's just like really late.
Living the dream.
Okay, well they missed cannon at least, I guess. Okay, see if I can get Lux here. She pops up. Yeah, I got her.
Starshine. Please. I dance to the beat. The beat of darkness.
Please tell me it doesn't work again.
I'm just helping
Okay.
it along.
I should have poked her out of lane, I think.
Yeah. I don't know if Vayne's still there or not. Nope.
Probably not. I'll crash
Yeah,
the
that's
next
fine.
wave.
I don't apologize. Doing my thing. If you forget my name, just call for the Lord of Darkness.
I think that'll work.
Yeah, it's fine. It's on the cannon.
Riku, I did not rescue you from a cold, dead planet so that you could laugh at me. I rescued you so you could hold my mirror and tell me I look good.
Okay, so they missed a cannon there, which is pretty big.
Nice.
Hopefully Lee gets this. Come on, no new, no new. This is so risky. Okay, Nunu's middle. Super risky, and
Ally has been slain.
TF's dead again. He has up a lot of CS, that's good, but
I didn't see where Nunu went.
Turbo Kimte.
World's gonna burn. Pleasing by.
Sorry, I was trying to keep up with the chat. I lost track of where Soul was though. I think he's obviously not in lane.
He had a back, but he'll probably be coming our way.
Yeah. Nunu also ganks obviously really well, so we have like 2 turbo gankers early.
Slain.
But we're a very difficult lane to gank also. Has a 5% pick rate in OCE. What about a server that's not dead? I don't know how many people play on OCE. I know, didn't they like disband the LCS there or something? And that's why a lot of OCE players came to NA.
Used to be the square. Then I embraced the darkness. Woohoo!
Speaking of dead, I guess servers or maybe games. I was looking at the top Twitch games. Now, it was a little skewed. I think it was kind of later at night, but I was really surprised to see that Like, Overwatch had fallen so much on the viewership. Overwatch and Hearthstone. So those had been, like, 2 of the top 10 for a long time. And that other shooting game that was trying to say that Fortnite ripped it off. That was the realistic game. I forgot what it was called. But I didn't see that on the list anywhere. Even like 20 slots down. Maybe I just overlooked it, but somewhere Scott just felt a chill down his spine. Because Overwatch 2 is around the corner. Yeah. In GTA 5, actually, whoever was saying that the other day, at least in the last week, GTA 5 has had more views on Twitch than League has, which I found pretty shocking. I still think League probably has more players worldwide. I just don't see a lot of people in, or like more people in China and Korea, because they don't really use Twitch that much. PUBG, yeah. I didn't see PUBG on the list at all. Too many of the exact same game, yeah. I thought Fortnite was a little original. I didn't care for the art style in Fortnite. And it was a little overhyped, in my opinion, but at least it had like building in that, which again, I didn't really like the building that much, but it was original. You can't really argue that the building, it's like Minecraft meets, I don't know, some kind of shooter. These guys are really trying to get us to over. I mean, maybe we can, TF does have ult. Maybe we can crash this. Yeah, they're... Okay, Nunu's top. Soul might come rolling up, but yeah. Come on. Come the fuck on!
Oh, shit.
Lee's like fucking hard trolling. God.
Got all 3 of them.
Yeah, it was just a complete disaster. Like, Lee actually sits there for 30 seconds and waits on a dive, and then rolls out immediately. It's like, yeah, Soul's probably going to show up, sure. But we knew Nunu was top, and TF had his ult in a free lane. That was tragic. I think even with just Lee, if Lee just went there, I still think we win that. It would have been a clean 3v3 even if TF never did anything. He wasted his flash too. Yeah, seems bad. And he chases that.
Oh my god, I ulted her away.
Eh.
Oh, that was... Oh.
Eh.
I could have jumped out.
Yeah, the RP is supposed to be pretty cool in there. I've never really watched it, but yeah, it's gathered quite the following. I'm sure he's an ASOL main. No one just randomly plays ASOL. I feel like, but
Living the dream. The dream of darkness.
will soon fall.
He's playing him correctly, so.
Queen X was playing Final Fantasy. Yeah? Could be cool. Here's Nunu again. Well, hopefully they kill top. Okay. Maybe it was Mundo that I was thinking of that was like taken off in pro. I thought it was Tom Kench top. Maybe it was Mundo. We've survived like almost every gank. We're doing all right down here. It was just this fucking that dive. I guess I shouldn't have done it. Even if that was the right thing to do, if he didn't want to do it, then it's just bad. What's up, Wings?
I do what I want. No star.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, I got her flash. Soul's probably coming. No, Lee. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Oh shit. What the heck is this game? The party down here.
Mm-hmm. The Lee syndrome, yeah. Won't dive when we have a 4v3. Will dive 1v2.
That's a good point. Oh my gosh, really, Lux?
Whoa! Danger brings out my bad side. Just kidding. All my sides are equal.
Vayne has not had to work very hard for her kills so far.
Yeah, she's just been handed like every kill.
I think they've all been under tower.
She's gonna be a pain in the ass to deal with. She's really like their only major threat late game too.
Yeah,
Sucks
yeah.
as shit.
I think, yeah, if I could get like my core builds, I think I could at least have a chance at keeping up with her.
Yeah, she's just like the only one that's gonna be able to kill Mundo.
An enemy has been
Yeah,
slain.
yeah.
An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Lee's at least going heavy damage, I guess. I'm a little build's a little dubious, but maybe we can at least kill the Vayne if I get her in the mid game. It's just really hard to get on her a lot of times. Alright, dragon's up. You're not gonna steal it from Nunu though, man. They have the position. We're just too late.
Doing the right thing was boring. Oh, wait. I only believe in myself.
Has destroyed a turret.
I have Kraken on my next back.
An enemy has been slain.
Lex gonna go hold that.
An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
Yeah.
Shut down.
Deluxe rotation. They might get a tier 2 off of that.
Has been destroyed. Our tower has destroyed a turret.
Gonna go stand in the middle. It's daily application.
Yeah.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I am bad because I'm free, and I am free because I'm bad.
Spamming Blitz. He's getting a buff. I guess we'll see. I think Rel is the bigger meta story, probably. But that will help Blitz convert more of his kills.
Did you ever play much of Rel?
No. I tried her some. I don't know. I just didn't really do that well on her, but she is very good into Rakan, which is not great.
Enemy has been slain.
Hopefully they don't do Baron or something here.
Oh my gosh.
This guy's so
That
bad.
man's pretty good with those condemns.
Yeah, Lee's just like setting him up.
Yeah, I guess it's not that hard, but sets him up like that.
To the dream. The dream of darkness.
No, who is it? Black Falcon just said, "What's up, Scott? Hey, thanks, Hey, thanks, Jolty. I appreciate it." Is that old, or did Jolty really just responsor? Are you there, Jolty? I didn't think we'd seen Jolty in a long time. YouTube does that sometimes, where it will, like, whatever. But someone just said that, like, ASOL had a 5% presence on OCE, and I said it was basically a dead server. And I said, people still play on it, but I said, didn't they actually, like, end all competitive play on OCE? Didn't they, like, disassemble or disband the league there? But I haven't been watching it as much. My assessment wasn't based on the skill of OC. It was more based on the fact that I assume a lot of the talent left because of the disbandment of the Pro League.
Whoa! I saw stars for a second. That's something dark, evil stars.
So I wasn't trying to disrespect anyone that does play there. I was talking more about the region specifically in the context of I'm not sure if that's an accurate read on the meta. But I know Black Falcon was just kind of trolling. I know he doesn't have... What the hell? He does have the stun back? I was going to say I know he doesn't have the stun back, but then there's the stun. He literally just used it like 3 seconds ago. Pro games have been boring? Really? I don't know. I haven't been watching a lot, but I thought that was one of the biggest comebacks in LCS history was the CLG game. People call it like a low quality game, but I mean, there's like a 10K comeback. It's hard to get more exciting than that. But I don't know. Maybe that's an anomaly. Maybe everything else has just been a snooze fest.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, they're probably gonna pressure Baron here.
Giuseppe wants to sit in so badly.
Yeah, they're on it. Can't really do a lot about it. It's probably against Nunu.
Oh man.
Bro, of course they're gonna throw the Lux, like, behind.
You wanted you to suicide?
Yeah, I mean, if he dodges the Lux bind, it's still, there's no way you steal it from Nunu.
Safe is for nerds. I do danger.
I guess they do have Pro View, yeah, it is a premium product though, but... I mean, there is like the commentary from the announcers, but it's not the same as the commentary from the player. That's why I like watching, like the Double Lift take on it. Just think that, you know, his insight with Meteos and Sneaky is usually just better than the commentators. I just don't like color commentators. I know they're there for casuals who are just wanting to be entertained. But the fact that there's only like one real analyst and they're just constantly getting interrupted by something like clown, I guess is too strong of a term, but someone who's just trying to distract and like entertain. Or say like super obvious stuff. Like, well, they're rotating here to try to get an advantage in a side lane or something, you know, like that. So I understand why, like, traditional production does that, but I'd much rather have the caster, the co-caster style.
I only believe in myself.
That Double Lift runs where they disagree about stuff, like a decent chunk. It's rare that all three of them agree about a controversial decision, but they all have like pretty good reasons for why they believe what they believe. I mean, I haven't watched all of them, so I don't know. I mean, bored is also like a subjective thing, so, you know, something could still be boring even if someone else believes there's a preponderance of evidence that it's not, which, like I said, I haven't kept up enough to really have like a super solid opinion on it, but because some people like the longer, more strategic games, and some people like the huge bloodbaths that are FF at 20. It's just kind of a taste thing. Most people, I think, prefer the bloodbaths, but some people call those, you know, clown fiestas and don't enjoy them as much. Well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the jungle gap's just cataclysmic.
I was just sitting there auto-attacking that Gnar doing no damage.
Yeah. These items are fun and balanced.
At least Sin just died like way too many unnecessary deaths.
He's down 100 CS. He botched like the one really good play that we had an opportunity to make, and his build is extremely suspect. It's just, I don't know. He's just inexperienced. And we just don't have enough sustained damage. It's pretty much just you, and that's it. Like, to kill Nunu and Gnar.
Yeah, I have to be like at least even. It's too far behind.
That's right, that's true. Asol does have a 100% win rate today. Yeah. I mean, it was really that one play. I guess we should have called it off when Lee left, even though it was like a great play. Yeah, I should have just let it go. It was more sus. Like, I was not going to do it until I heard the Rift Herald top. And I was like, okay, well, Nunu's top, so it's going to be a 3v3. Even if TF doesn't have a brain, we should still be able to win this if he doesn't show up. If he shows up, it's a grand slam. But then TF and Lee didn't show up. I'm not playing a poke support. I don't think it's good. Like, every time he came down there, or maybe that was the game before, I can't remember. Anytime anyone ganks those lanes, it's kills. Just junglers just do or they don't. I don't want to leave it up to what the enemy jungler is going to do. Like, if I just imagine if I would have been playing something like Zyra, with that much pressure, I would have died like 5 times in lane to all those Asol and Nunu ganks. You can kind of stop Nunu. Sort of. His snowball keeps rolling. But like anything that's immobile like that, if I would have been playing Lux on our side, I don't know. It's really hard to do anything if you get pressured a lot as those poke supports. But if they just leave you alone in the lane and you just get to poke, I mean, really, that's not why we lost, though, is the Lux. I know you're saying that probably tongue-in-cheek. Like, why we lost or got overpowered was those 3 kills Vayne got off of that botch dive, and then she got even more. Like, Vayne got handed, like, 5 kills under tower. That's why we lost. And she just scales better against our team. We don't... It's really hard for us to get on her because we don't have any reliable dive. It's like me... But then a Lee Sin that's really far behind, and then that's it. Like, TF and Mundo are not going to touch her. They just had a way better comp.
Yeah, we were just too far behind. It makes sense. The Lee Sin was auto-filled. He's a Yasuo one-trick.
Yeah. Lee's not the guy to play if you're auto-filled.
Yeah, it makes sense a Yasuo player would play him, though.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, play Nocturne if Nocturne's banned. I don't know, play Nunu, play something simple. But yeah, Yasuo player is not going to play something simple.
Yeah, Xin Zhao seems pretty strong right now.
Oh yeah, Xin Zhao, yeah. Forgot about him. He's pretty straightforward. Even Viego, if you want something that's slightly fancier, it's not that hard. But like Lee Sin is, you know, one of the hardest. Because you have to use his stuff well. You don't get free stuff with Lee. No guaranteed free power with him. If you don't play him right, he's worthless. You also jungle. I don't know about that.
I'm gonna go to the lethality Sivir.
Okay.
I played a lot of it actually today, and you're right, it is definitely probably her stronger build.
Yeah.
Like you one-shot people, it's insane.
Yeah. Zillion and Janna, so it's like Zillion mid. Oh, I was thinking of picking Janna. They picked Janna. I guess it's just Rakan. Could have done something like Yumi also, but I don't want to. It's always hesitate to play something that's like really hardcore engage against Zillion because he just cancels that. It's like Leona and stuff like that's off the table. So these fights are going to be a little longer. Do any videos? What do you mean videos on auto-filled champs? Like, who should you play if you're filled? Or if you're off-rolled? I think I've done a video like that before. I mean, some of that's going to depend on the meta, but in general, you just play stuff that... Yeah. You should play stuff that's easy to play, basically. Like, something with a lot of CC. Like a tank with a lot of CC that's simple to play. So in the jungle, I think that's probably, like I just said, Nunu. And then even like Nocturne and Zen, even though they're not tanks, they're pretty easy to play and they're pretty effective. They're a little more tempoed, but the tier lists do help also because usually stuff like that is fairly high on the tier list. Stuff that's reliable. Unless something's like really like super broken, I don't think put a lot of the like mega like skill cap champs super high on the list. Like Irelia would be up there now. But yeah, usually in tier 1 or tier 2 you can find the thing that I would recommend if you're auto-filled. And I'll usually identify it as such when I talk about it. Yeah, it just depends on the meta. Like, there's not one... I mean, consistently, Nunu, like, almost always is a good choice if you're auto-filled in jungle. Because he's got a lot of CC, he clears really quickly, very safely, high health, he's difficult to invade. He has guaranteed, should be guaranteed, Chomp plus Smite to secure any objective. Has several different builds. You even have some AP options if you need to do a bit more damage. And then, like, mid lane, Malzahar, historically, is extremely useful for similar reasons. Very good wave clear, very safe in lane with the shield. Good lockdown ultimate. ADC is a bit trickier. Like, Jinx, if you have appropriate peel, is probably one of the simplest ADCs to be really strong on. And then Ezreal, if you're like good on him. He is high skill cap, but he's like super safe. So you can at least like not die. Top lane, historically I would say Malphite, but Malphite's just so bad. Just dodge if you're top right now. Because the best stuff top are these like hyper carry, usually high skill cap bruiser. I guess at lower elos, maybe Garen or Darius. But yeah, a lot of the traditional tanks in solo queue aren't that great right now. In top. Maybe I'm missing something. There's probably a pretty decent pick in there somewhere, but... Top's probably one of the most punishing lanes for you individually if you're auto-filled. Like, it's really hard to win matchups top because it's just straight up 1v1 most of the time. Versus as ADC or support, you can kind of get away with it a little bit easier. Jungle, I think, is the worst for your team. Jungle might be the worst autofill in general. It just requires so much specialized knowledge that a lot of people just don't have. Top Garen, yeah, is pretty good. Yeah, Maokai can be good too. Maokai's a good option.
Aw, man.
Malphite's just been so horrible for me this season. Just like every time I see him, he just gets completely annihilated. I wouldn't do Shaco if you're autofill jungle. I think Shaco is pretty hard to play, but I agree with Nunu. Historically, I would say yes on Malphite, but
Uh-oh. Oh, just the tip. Just missed. Should have flashed, I guess. Maybe.
I dance to the beat. The beat of darkness.
My bad, I should have been in position for that.
it's alright.
Square. And
Yeah, we're trying, Butter.
woohoo!
I'm gonna crash this actually, so I can go.
I do what I want. You're starving. Six.
Ah, goodness. Okay.
Dumping it
Either
along.
one of them have flash now. Oh, thank you. I needed that mana. Oh my gosh, did you see her health bar?
Yeah.
Dang it.
Oh, somebody from Linkin Park's dead?
Stars.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. They're probably at least a little older. That is unfortunate.
Anyone have chocolate? I'm craving chocolate.
Shaco Jungle is good. I'm just saying I don't think amateurs should be, like, I would not recommend that for one trick. Or for, I would recommend it for one trick. I would not recommend it for autofill junglers.
World's gonna burn.
I have to back, like, no matter what after this wave. I need to start stacking it here.
I think with
An enemy has been slain.
Thank goodness.
sometimes we agents of darkness.
He's gonna know him in this, bro. He's gonna try. Yeah, Zach's here too. I'll stay for the XP, I guess. They're gonna drag. Don't ever show on the top side of the map when dragon's up. Free drag for a chance to maybe get a kill. Yeah, Hybrid Theory was cool. That was a good, like, breakup, you know, soundtrack, Linkin Park. Or just if you're rocking out, I guess, but... Jin probably backed. Or he's roaming. Alright, I'm gonna back.
I'm gonna go stare in the mirror. It's daylight.
I'll go ahead and go with that, and then
Living the dream. The dream of.
just get the maximum amount of ability haste I can get before I use my ult. Yeah, I didn't follow them like super closely. I just listened to some of that. I think Hybrid Theory was.
Self-control is
They did have some interesting tracks on that.
fine.
Not quite as good as Nickelback, but
Enemy
you know
has been slain.
what is.
Safest for nerds. I do.
Everybody just hates Nickelback. I don't know. My wife hates Nickelback. I was like, I didn't think they were like insane, but like they were okay. I felt.
Oh shit. I did not know that Zach was there.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Enjoy your life. Watch that.
She should have just pushed that all the way in,
Name,
but
just call for the Lord of Darkness, the Prince of Evil, the Emperor of Hotness. Life sucks when it's but it is less complicated.
the only thing that my wife hates more than Nickelback, as far as music, as far as I know,
Sometimes we
is the Dawson's Creek theme song. I don't even know who sings that. I don't know what she has against Dawson's Creek. I never watched it growing up. It was I was a little young for that, but
being bad feels so
that. So open up your morning light. She just really hates that song. I don't know, like maybe some guy broke up with her to that song or something in middle school.
It's not that I completely lost my sense of harmony. It's
Like if I start just playing that song anywhere in the house, she'll be like, "Turn it off."
Good-looking soul.
What about some Fred Durst though? Did it all for the nookie. Oh jeez. That movement speed. All right.
Damn, I missed that cannon. That worked.
We got Ignite in 14. I might get a shot at him here if he steps up. No, I really don't know anything about it. I just know that these musicians were around. I really have no clue what's going on with any of these bands. I'm just listing off 90s stuff that I'm assuming is... I mean, I didn't even really think it was that good in the 90s, but...
Ready?
Yeah, okay.
He has no flash, so. Dang it.
Most good guys just keep
Had to... Jana could have stopped me there with a tornado, but skill checked her, and she failed. Perfect time to go AP Rakan. Probably not. I do have 2 kills, but... I mean, I don't know, maybe. I've already got the Bantle Mirror Glass, so you kind of have to commit to it really early. Zach. Is he just going to jump over this wall? No. I guess we got her ult. Wait, he did fucking steal. Where the hell did he come from? Oh my god.
An ally has been slain.
Dang it, man.
Where did he come from?
He jumped over the wall. Oh, yeah, actually, that's a good question.
Because I had both sides warded. I guess he came from Try. I was trying to spot him.
Honestly, I thought it was the Zillion.
Oh. I think Foo Fighters were pretty good. What I remember, Red Hot Chili Peppers are pretty good. I mean, everyone's favorite now, like the classic everyone talks about is Nirvana, right? Like 90s rock, that being the most iconic. I had a student writing about Nirvana. Now, this was, I guess, a little while ago. This was probably like 6 or 7 years ago at this point. But still, it was like 20 years or something after the death. And she was still listening to it and was talking about how great it is. And I asked her, I'm like, do people still listen to that? She's like, yeah. Which is weird.
Should we try to hard engage this Jin?
Yeah.
Actually, his flash is gonna be up in 10 seconds. It's not gonna show up till like.
We might be able to. I've got my flash. Fucking Gale Force. Ugh. Our damage with the Janna is probably not high enough right now.
I missed my Q completely. Unfortunately, the Janna tornado got me and I didn't spell shield it.
Oh, Beethoven, yeah. I mean, some of the classic stuff. That's a style that's just, I don't know, not right around. I was wondering, I was like, that seems like that's so much harder to compose that and to play that than modern music, but at least a lot of maybe pop songs. I don't know. It seems like there's a lot of complicated sounds, and it's just like, aren't a lot of modern songs, aren't they just like, just a few chords repeated over and over again? At least in terms of like the music, not the vocals, obviously. I guess the equivalent for vocals would be operas or something, but which I have really no knowledge of. Classical music to me seems like it's a more elite form of music, but it's elite. There are like some guitar things that are really difficult though. I thought she'd already used that. Okay, well, she doesn't have it for my ult, so now I can maybe ult him. I've got Ignite, too.
I think Zac is bottom side jungle, so we should probably wait until we see him. I think he has that as Raptors not long ago. As I hard shove the wing.
No. Yeah, there
Yeah, there he is.
I mean, there was a lot of pop music around the time of classical, too. Probably old folk songs and stuff that were likely pretty simple. I just don't know. I tried to ask my wife that question. She didn't give me a real answer to it. It's because she like is a musician who plays in a band and stuff like that in her spare time. I guess they just backed.
Rampage. An ally has been slain.
Gonna go stare in the mirror.
Jeez. Well,
An ally has
might do
been
Mandate.
slain.
So maybe we'll get more damage. Maybe we can snowball harder.
I love.
Then we gotta get the Grievous. I'll get Grievous next. They're on drag. They get another free drag because we were on the top side of the map when drag spawns. Goofing around.
Zach was up there too, though.
That is true. That is true.
Should we start it?
Yeah. Right, doesn't get stolen again, I guess. I don't. It's hard to, really hard to block Zach out.
Yeah. I have my ult at the going to boost. Nice. Okay. Should we go for Jin here? Oh, never mind.
I only believe in myself.
Oh, they dead AF.
Has been destroyed.
Okay, not her.
What the? Oh no, sir. You're dead. Oh. Well, come on, dude. You didn't need to flash for that, but alright.
I guess you can't let me get that.
Your turret has been destroyed. Double kill. An ally has been slain.
How does Moonstone feel? Horrible. I wouldn't get it on most champions right now. It just takes too long before it starts doing like meaningful healing. Yeah, Zach's in the area. He's gonna jump on us. Zach's such a pain in the ass.
And he's already full health.
Yeah. Like so much healing. I'm gonna get the Grievous Wounds next, but we don't have a great answer to him. A lot of these comps you notice where we're kind of having trouble is we don't have high sustained damage, and that's what you need right now against like all of the healing that's just rampant in the game. You have to have heavy sustained damage, and we just have like all burst. Outside of like Sivir still does pretty good damage, but that's why you need stuff like Irelia or Viego or Silas or just any number of those Stride Breaker, Gore Drinker type of champs. What the fuck? How did he... Oh, the wind thing. Oh my god. Surely he
So
Gale Forced
fast.
out of there too. Yeah, he hit the wind shrine and got the hell out.
They have, I just realized they have like a movements team comp.
Yeah.
Used to be a square, and I embraced the darkness. Woohoo!
Yeah. Yeah, these fights are just gonna be really long.
I do what I want. Starving things.
What? I guess Zach could just fly over.
Has destroyed a
Let a
turret.
double wave go to complete waste here.
Rico, I did not rescue you from a cold dead planet so you could laugh at me. I rescued you so you could hold my mirror and tell me I look good.
Yeah, and man. Rengar could be a bruisery type of champ if he wanted to be, but he's going for the all-in assassination. Assassins are just so bad right now, which is so weird to say. A lot of them are. Just too many sterics, too much healing. In my estimation, at least. Annie, please, Annie, please, Annie, please. Don't back. Oh my god. I guess she's got her TP back, but... Teemo's top. Alright, maybe get tier 1 here.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I think boring. I'm waiting for fun now.
We got 2 towers here, actually. Nice.
Yeah.
Your team has destroyed the turret.
Turn off the dark. I'm gonna go stare in the mirror. It's daily affirmation time, Emperor. Boring. Let's start a fight.
Skipping the mythics and heading straight into some grievous wounds. Yeah, exact. I've tried that before. I was talking about that yesterday. I hadn't noticed that some people were doing it, but yeah, 100%. The 60%, the putrefier, is just as strong or stronger than mythics in some situations. Oh god.
Jin's not bot anymore.
Nah.
I don't know why. Doing my thing.
Pretty engaging, you guys can do that.
Living the dream.
Hasn't it been at least 2 seasons of bruisers and assassins dominating the meta? Not bruisers, probably. Well, it just depends. But yeah, I mean, there aren't really that many other options. I guess ADCs, but ADCs are always like really good and like pro, or often they are. It can be lackluster in solo queue. Oh, Jen's bottom.
Darkness. The rinse deep.
Elise is also bottom. Damn it.
Hotness.
Elise should have stayed up here because Jen was gonna have to get bottom. Yeah, assassins are kind of seasonal. Usually they're very good at the beginning of seasons. Fall off in the middle. Then they're almost never like that great in pro. Yo, what's up, Todd? Also, good to see you again, buddy.
This place
Guys, this is where all the vision is.
More dark matter? Everywhere.
Like, why are we invading bottom when Baron's up? It's like, okay, maybe you get their red buff, but then they come in here and just clear out all my vision, and then they have a huge advantage on us.
Perfection doesn't exist.
engaging. Oh my god. The Jin comboed me. Oh my gosh.
Okay. There we go. It was such a weird fight. Is that warded? I don't think it's warded. We do this so slowly. We're probably just gonna lose that.
Running down there.
Yeah. I do have some vision, but I don't have sweep. Who is this?
Oh, it's not silly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say they don't have a real flanker, they just have Zillion.
Slain.
Nice.
Unstoppable.
I only believe in myself.
Should be able to get in ahead here.
Oh, is Timo? I don't know. the Tibbers flame aura was hitting him, and so it revealed his location. I think that's what happened. I was like, how do I see him there? But I saw his little outline. I think that was it.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Guys, forget my name.
Um,
Lord of Darkness.
been a few months. Yeah, the Bruiser being like absurdly OP has been a little minute, I think, since that's been a thing. I guess it was a thing with what there was. Yeah, it was like the Urgot, Irelia. Who was it? Aatrox. There's like the 4 horsemen of Doom. Where you always wanted to play those champs. They were so OP. Akali. That was a meta for like a year and a half or something. But I think that was like maybe 2008 or 2009. It was like right after the Urgot rework and the Irelia rework. I think it was around the same time.
We should probably take that out counter. Oh my gosh, I hate team up.
Why you gotta be a verticalist, man?
Dang it.
Hating on short people. We used to call my friend, we just tease him somewhat. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. I mean, we thought it was funny, but he may have thought it was less than funny at the time. He seemed to own it though. Oh god. I'm coming. Whew.
Oh my mentality.
Got him. We used to call him vertically challenged.
Uh-oh.
Stand.
I'm just gonna stand still.
Yeah.
Your team has destroyed
Okay.
an inhibitor.
I'm good. He might just flash on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
he
think we're
probably
good.
still force still.
Bing more. I didn't see what happened with Elise. I thought we just fucked up overextending into Zach, and he caught us, sort of. Really? What was the delayed damage? What? Wait, what? It says Elise Crest of Cinders did 180 true damage to me. What? He had red, I guess? That he got from killing Elise, maybe? Okay, well, I should have backed in a safer place. Man, it was just dumb.
Oh, I stole his. Nice.
You think so? You think Zach support's gonna... I mean, he does have a kit that could be good as support, potentially. I need to have more wards. I do have like 4 wards down, I think, right now, but I could get even more with the control wards. Because I have like no control wards down. I think what it was he had red buff that he got from Elise that killed me. I think that's probably what was going on there. Shit. Yeah. I didn't think she was gonna blow him up. We need to go pressure this.
They're trying to engage us, I guess.
Wait, why is Elise going in? Aren't we down people? Shit.
Living the dream. The dream
Alright, let's just go get this rift. Or, yeah, the scuttle.
I'm gonna take their blue and then maybe push this tower. Or not this tower, but the wave.
Okay. Let's get scuttle. It's fine.
safe is for nerds. I do.
Let's go. They got 2 bottom. Yeah, they're just giving it to us.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, start in.
Make sure Zach doesn't, like, take some kind of weird-ass angle here.
Yeah, I think the fact I show mid, they probably don't think we're on it.
I guess we're just backing up.
Yeah.
Wait, how did he die?
Oh my gosh, it's almost one-shot him. Oh, I would love to see how much damage that did. I like 3/4 health, the Jin right there. So yeah, did half health.
Oh, I need to get... I kind of don't like this box because I feel like it's basically mandatory 3rd item. I mean, it is really good on supports, but... So you look at how much value I've gotten out of Guardian this game. It's like 3,500 healing and shielding.
Their sparkles are so darn sparkly.
We were talking earlier about alternatives to Guardian. It's still just... I don't know. I'll look at some builds and see if this. Like, I would like for Spellbook to be cool, but
You gotta be careful for Zac jump.
yeah, and we don't have Rengar here.
Man, he's gonna take forever. He should be pushing bot lane anyway.
Yeah.
I have a feeling Zac's like right
Yeah, there
there.
he
Okay,
is.
no, he's in pain. I wish Rengar would have pushed bot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah. Well, there goes his thing, which is good for us. I don't know if we want to do a smite fight against Zac. For Soul here. I mean, I can go on him whenever. But, yeah, Zac's right there. But we don't... Okay. Teemo's matching Rengar now. Finally.
Zac's coming from the wolves. Oh no, there he is.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm probably dead. Okay, I lived.
God, look how many shields Rengar had right there. That's pretty funny.
Oh my god, dude. So much damage. That's pretty funny.
I could see Spellbook a little bit more on Bard. Bard doesn't really have a good rune. Yeah, those Qs popping off. I know, like Nasty, like that is, he's really like the Zac thing. Omnistone, dude, it's been so long since Omnistone. He was very toxic and agree. Oh, Annie. I didn't even have chat muted. I don't think. Oh, just that one time she pinged Elise. I don't know, man. I didn't think that was too crazy. I didn't see what happened, but whatever. Okay, let me see.
That was an odd game.
Yeah, it was a weird one. We stayed relevant for a lot longer. I thought we were gonna fall off, but was it? Maybe it was that game or the other game. I thought we were gonna fall off. I can't remember. They all started to blur together. But we won. I think we won both games. I think.
No, we lost the last one.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Fed Vayne, remember? At least.
Oh yeah, yeah. My memory is horrible. Sometimes my wife is just like, "I told you this. I told you." I'm like, "You tell me a lot of things." My memory is horrible. I don't know. I'm gonna forget some stuff. Hi, we've been married 10 years. I think maybe figure that out, but she's mostly just joking a lot of times about that. I know it probably is frustrating sometimes, but I really do just have like the memory of a goldfish. Like my short-term memory is so bad. It just comes with the ADHD, I think. Okay, let's see what these top level Rakans are doing here. We kind of joke about you never listen, but I'll say that to her too. I'll be like, you never listen when it's something that I said and she's not like paying attention either. It's kind of our joke. It's like a lot of times I'm listening, I just don't remember. Oh, that would be cool, Jive Turkey. Okay, so this guy's on the Shirelias basically every game. And then looks like Zeke's most of the time. So he's on like the super standard. Pretty good sample size, like 35 Rakan games in the last month. This guy's on 87 Rakan games in the last month, very standard. Shirelias. Now these guys like Relic Shield. Switches up his second item. He is doing Putrefier second, which I think is really good in a lot of games. And this guy plays it a lot. He's played like, God, it's like 20 games in 24 hours. So he's really, he's really pushing the meta here. But yeah, basically always Shirelias. Can't pronounce this name. Doesn't play Rakan as much. It's only got 10 games on it in the last 30, but he's on Shirelias literally every game. He does get some Cosmic Insight. Yibong Chow, or Yi Bing Chow. Shirelias every game. Now, he is rushing Putrefier first in some matchups, which I can totally see that. But he eventually rolls around to Shirelias at 90% of his games. He does appear to get Locket sometimes. Okay, sure. I guess it's just Rakan again. I want to play Maokai. I just feel like it's like you just need to get to the back line and kill some people. Oh, I was looking at the runes. Okay, I was looking at items, not runes. I assumed everybody was going Guardian though. This guy, he's Guardian, Ulti Hunter. I forgot we were supposed to be looking at items and runes. Guardian, Ulti Hunter. What are we up against here? Brand again, another Poke Mage. Looks good. Guardian, Ulti Hunter. But yeah, I mean, so these are all challengers. A lot of them are Korean, like 4 of them are Korean, and they play a shitload of Rakan. I mean, these are like the best Rakan one-tricks according to like advanced statistical metrics on Lolalytics across all regions. So, and there's a very clear consensus that it's always Guardian, and the vast majority of the time it's Ulti Hunter. So yeah, I mean, like other people might be going for different stuff, but that would be a minority opinion. This guy seems to like Locket plus Chemtech Putrefier more. So the Putrefier is the real story that a lot of people are getting faster, and I kind of have come to those conclusions in my own games too. I mean, obviously they're way better than I am, but it makes sense to me why you'd get Putrefier earlier. Now some of them are going Relic Shield, but it's harder to trade in some matchups, especially in higher elos. So they just go for the scaling. I mean, maybe I should be looking at Relic more. But if you want to do anything aggressive, like trading often, then I feel like you really want Spell Thieves early.
Minions have spawned.
Well, it's another tempo game we're going to get.
I am
Captain Fair. I've never heard of him. I'll have to look him up. I just look at the top 10 on Analytics most of the time. Yeah, sometimes the Pyrrhic victory can be a bit of a head scratcher, Black Falcon. I would like to do a new dwarf campaign. If you want to sponsor it, I'll just have to look at the other stuff. But realistically, you know, just check back in like a week or something if you're so interested, and that's maybe I can catch up by then. So I'm pretty much done with the Beastman campaign. I'm releasing episodes kind of slowly, but
First blood.
wow, interesting. How am I so far behind on X? Just that wave was just like turbo pushed. Yeah. Yeah, you get better rewards if you win a decisive victory instead of a Pyrrhic victory, as far as XP, which can matter in the early game. She got away, but I still got damage on her.
We're gonna F her up.
I don't have anything for 5 seconds.
Enemy has been
Okay,
slain.
nice.
Just a little bit. Oh, what? I missed it. I intentionally walked back into it.
An enemy has been slain.
Did Tristana use her heal?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she did. He didn't have any mana, I'm just gonna bully him a little bit. She backed. I'm like 99% sure she did when I hit her and ignited her. I don't know, but I think she flashed, but I thought she did both. Okay.
Push this.
Sir Captain Fair. Yeah, they backed. Yeah, we gotta just...
Your nerdiness brings out my eyes. Look at you stare in the mirror. It's daily application.
It depends on what difficulty setting you're on. If you're on Legendary, then AI replenishes really quickly. And on Legendary, I'm pretty sure they just hire a crap load of units if they're close to their town too. They start off being able to hire like 5 or 6 units a turn.
I don't like being alone. Oh, and spiky space squids are the worst.
Nah. Are they on drag? I don't know where they are.
Darkness is the new hotness.
Nice. Dwarves, from what I remember, have pretty bad replenishment. Yeah, I assume you're playing dwarves, because you were asking about them earlier, but... Hopefully they buffed them quite a bit, because they were one of the weakest factions. They're, like, probably the most beloved faction. I've been asked about dwarves more than any other faction, but they just have not had a lot of love. I really wish they got some kind of mechanical, like, cavalry unit. Because, like, not having real magic and not having any cavalry is rough. Their artillery is pretty... Or I guess they could just buff the hell out of the artillery. Because their artillery is not even, like, it's good, but it's questionable whether it's better than, like, Skaven's and a couple of other factions that also have really good artillery. Just no mobility and no magic is rough. You do have the gyrocopters. Like, if they made gyrocopters tier 3 again, that would help out a ton. But when they bumped those to tier 4 and they nerfed the miners with blast charges, because the blast charges used to help you out a lot early on. It's just like one of those things where they nerfed like this old school faction that wasn't that great, but then a lot of the new factions and the new reworks and shit are just like so OP. It's kind of like League. Really surprised Triss didn't jump on that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I got him here, I think.
Oh shit, I didn't use my spell shield fast enough there.
How does Warhammer compare to StarCraft 2? The battles are very similar, but you make your units before the battle starts with campaign management rather than live during the battle, but the actual combat is similar. It's real-time battles. So it's like Civilization meets StarCraft. It's like one of the better ways to think about it. It's not as like detailed map management as Civ, but it's like that, where you accumulate resources, you manage towns and things like that before combat, and then you can go into combat with units that you built.
Shut down.
So there's no actual building of units in combat. Not yet. In Warhammer 3, they're actually adding that as a feature, I think. Oh, okay. He mistimed his jump, and I still knocked him up. Unless they changed that aspect of her, which I don't think they did.
I am bad because I'm free, and I am free because I'm bad.
An enemy has been slain.
Maybe in the campaign mode of StarCraft, there were certain things you had to do. I don't really remember much about the campaign mode, especially StarCraft 2. But I don't remember if there were certain things you had to do to unlock certain units.
I only believe in
I mean,
myself.
they're definitely not push camping.
I would say fights are slower than StarCraft. Individual battles. I think most StarCraft ranked games I've played were like in the 10 to 15 minute area. I guess some Total War stuff can be that long, but some of the fights are
What I want. Start.
definitely faster.
An enemy
Especially the ones, obviously, where you're just going to completely demolish them. Alright, let's see if I can get Brand again. I've got ult. I don't have Ignite, but... do they have this warded?
ally has been
Okay, here we go.
I'm waiting.
Got it.
Well, that was a miss, but whatever.
Shit, I think I spell shield too soon.
I've got flash. Okay. He used his ult. I got 10 seconds on ignite.
Okay, I have my heal. I mean,
Okay. Yeah, I think I can. Well, I think I can get the brand. Yeah, I can get him right here. Since he steps into this bush. Hecarim's gonna come in. Fuck.
oh my god.
Damn.
Helping it along.
Just my special on this damn bomb.
Nah.
An enemy has been slain.
Oof.
An ally has been slain.
I shouldn't have stepped up to try to auto attack the round. I should just use my Q, I think.
Yeah. Let's see.
I did not rescue you from a cold dead planet so that you could laugh at me.
Yeah, the combat pace though. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like the actual like units take a lot longer to die most of the time in StarCraft. Each individual like battalion matters a lot more in Warhammer than a lot of the StarCraft units do. And you have heroes. It's closer to probably like Warcraft 3 if you played that, because there's magic and there are heroes. And like the heroes, the generals matter like way more than the individual units. So it's probably, if you've ever played Warcraft 3, it's probably closer to that. You're still not building units in the game, but as far as like combat pace and how you prioritize units and battle tactics and stuff like that, it's a lot closer to like Warcraft 3.
Turret plating will soon fall.
I think they know he's there. I mean, I just swept it, but...
They're not wanting to step up.
Well, I guess that's one way to just bulldoze it. I guess if she has flash with my double jumps, like... Oh my god, why does he do so much damage?
Shut down.
Ah! Dang, I should have.
He's a fucking phage. I mean, I guess he's got a couple other items, but like... He's running me down auto-attacking. How much did he do? I guess Sheen.
Still evil.
You can watch some of my, just watch like a couple of episodes of one of my campaigns and you can get a sense of what's up. Like I explain, I think I try, at least I can say I try to explain really well kind of what's going on. You can also watch, I have a beginner's guide if you just look up the Strategy Professor Warhammer Beginner's Guide. It's kind of long. It's kind of long. But you can, you know, just fast forward it or look at the different chapters on it. I've got ult.
Enemy rampage.
He's probably in this bush right here.
Yeah.
No, he's right there. Okay.
Maybe he learned his lesson from going in the bush.
Rampage.
Shit, is he coming down? Hecarim's down here. No, he's top. Why are people pinging back?
Guess mid.
Kiana?
No, she's
Oh,
top.
Kiana's top. Okay. No.
An enemy is unstoppable.
World's gonna burn.
What's your Q cooldown?
Like 2 seconds.
I'm getting him.
Dude, this combo's kind of cheese.
I love it. It's good.
Like, yeah, like Q does so much damage with the lethality. And then Rakan, like during lane, does a lot of damage naturally, so it gives me time to like boost up to mid-late game.
Yeah. I'm gonna rotate over to mid. They're probably all dead. No, they're gonna go on dragon. Where are they going? Maybe he circles back around. Get wrecked, son. What?
1 second.
Oh my god. How did I get 3 hits on me? It was literally... Oh, I guess he got an E. I didn't think there were 2 bounces that fast.
Uh-oh. Shit.
The-
Spell shot against network.
Oh god.
My god, no.
Please,
way.
minions! Please, minions! Haha.
Oh, I didn't know she was so bad.
Yeah, she's looking pretty surly.
She jumped on me like when I used my Q, man. Oh, that's so bad.
Woo! I am so far past redemption, I am in the fun zone. Population
Burly and surly. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I have a lot of campaigns with that that I think are pretty cool. Like, each of the factions feels very distinct. Even the lords within the specific factions feel very... some of them can create an entirely different vibe. I don't know if we can get him.
Has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain.
No, I agree. Best esport? Yeah, that's gonna be a fight, probably. It is certainly a very high skill cap esport. I think it's probably one of the better RTSs. SC2, I mean... I know, obviously, SC1 was just monumental. That was, like, the first real, like, serious pro game, I think. On, like, an international level. But contemporary best esport, I think it's got to be League, at least in terms of, like, influence and reach. But best is, of course, a subjective word to some extent. We're talking about quality. I was trying to predict where she might flash or dash there. Brood War. Yeah, Brood War is extremely good. I don't know how, like I said, SC2 stacks up against SC1 in terms of competitive quality and integrity. Oh shit. Clicked on the mini-map. Wrong way. Fuck that champion, dude. I'll tell you, I have not missed Hecarim being in the meta.
Yeah, I should have chased that fight.
It's just so cringe when people are in the same elo or like complaining about other people in their elo, like in chat, like, oh, like it's like, dude, you're not challenger.
Doing the right thing.
Oh, nice. I'm on my way. Get my ult.
Oh my god, the stun though. Or just, oh my god, how long is this burn?
Enemy double kill.
Oh my god.
Or the people who like use the reasoning, well, I just don't play the game enough. If I played 3,000 games a year, I would definitely be challenger. Just gonna go to mute all here.
Slain.
Mute all forever.
I don't think I've had like Lucian on my team do very well.
Yeah, they're like very early game.
Stars are just sad.
I mean, yeah, we're not doing like super well this game, but Rek'Sai's like not doing well enough to critique anybody. But it doesn't matter. Put Prof on my team. I mean, sometimes it is, but like the kind of argument it seems like he's trying to post, which is probably something along the lines of, well, I just don't play the game as much as you guys, so therefore I should be a higher rank.
I think it's for 4v5 right here. Oh shoot. Downward, downward.
Fuck, I'm just gonna get run over probably. Yeah, we're just all split up. Gwen's a perfectly balanced champ. See, she got a heal in there for like 20% of her health, 30% of her health. If you don't put the work in, yeah, I understand that, but fuck, I brought 2 Oblivion Orbs too. But it's a specious argument, because sometimes you can put the work in and you're still not going to go anywhere in a competitive game. It's like what I say all the time, right? You can go down to the YMCA and play basketball for 10 hours a day, and the vast majority of people who do that are never going to be in the NBA. It doesn't matter. Like, putting in work does kind of make you better, but it doesn't guarantee that you're going to be able to play at a higher level. It's like everyone, almost everyone who plays at a high level does put in the work, but putting in the work itself does not guarantee you'd play at a higher level. So the reasoning that, well, I just don't play enough games to be challenger, for the vast majority of people would be false. There might be some situations where it could be true. Like if this guy has a 90% win rate or something, but it's almost certainly not the case. Alright, well, we're just gonna report him. He's got all fucking stopwatches. It's like, that's part of it too. You can't cry like a baby and throw the game on purpose when it's pretty much even,
Your turret has been destroyed.
and claim that you deserve to be at a higher elo. Keeping track of time, yeah. Like the vast majority of like high elo people that actually smurf almost never say anything in chat, and they obviously do better than 9 and 8, and they don't often give up that easily. Could be exceptions, but like actual boosters just shut up and win games and just go on to the next game. Like, they just almost never get emotional about these types of games or try to blame teammates. They don't care. They just want to win. Except for Tarzan. Yeah, I mean, there are exceptions. But the vast majority of people that I've seen that are like boosters are just silent. And they just, like, beat the shit out of everyone in the game. They let their actions do the talking. They let their gameplay do the talking.
Enemy killing spree.
Dancing between the rules.
Oh no, the brand explosion.
Yeah. I got it. I tried to get in close enough to ignite him.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Everyone blew it up.
Enemy double kill. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
It's too bad that Rek'Sai gave up. Like, I don't think the game was over.
Oh yeah, we could have won. I mean, I don't think we were favored, but I don't think it was so bad. Like, they could throw. Like, if she was there, that might have been the throw.
Yeah.
A summoner has disconnected. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Yeah, she put all the tunnels around the base.
Defeat.
That's crazy Kiana damage though.
Yeah, she's really fed. What photo is that? Why should I pull that out? Steam image. Oh. Nice. Yeah, it's a Pyrrhic victory. Yeah, made it out with just the dwarfs. Sweet. Yeah, I mean, that's a huge part of it with Bellegarde. The ghosts are really strong against a lot of factions, especially on a siege. Yeah, I mean, you do find some like enters that are boosters, but like the actual boosters, you know, who are doing it for money, not just like playing on an alt account or whatever, they're losing money. You know, if they open their mouth most of the time, because it lowers your win percentage anytime you say anything, just about, unless it's like tactical. You're lowering your percentage to win. That's just a fact. The vast majority of people are not going to respond well to criticism online, especially the kind of criticism that most people give that's derogatory and not constructive. So they realize that they're literally getting paid, you know, to win games. So the vast majority of the time, they're not going to do it. Because, like, that, if they lose, then that's just more wins they have to get back to where they are, which means that's, you know, slows them down. Because, you know, the faster they can boost those accounts, the faster they can pick up more accounts to boost. So you want to have the highest win rate possible, because it's literally money to them. And it's even not boosters, even like Smurfs, like content creators and stuff like that who do that, like they are heavily incentivized to have high win rates as well. Like some people, you know, mention a few people in chat. I don't want to call out any specific content creators. Yeah, there are some that are toxic in lower elos, but I think the vast majority of people just want to win. It's like the higher you go, there are still like toxic people, but in general, people just are smarter about the game and are more committed to winning the higher your elo gets. And they understand that saying anything just doesn't improve your chance to win. Yeah, it's just a shame. I mean, if Tarzan had a better mental, you know, maybe he could have, and he didn't have that history of being toxic, he maybe could have gone pro at some point. Same thing, there were several other players that were like that were, you know, historically, that have been really good, that just have really poor mental. I think he's improved a lot recently. I haven't kept up with him a ton, but from what I heard, he was trying to improve. And not just that, but like your brand as a content creator, even if you don't go pro, right, it's a lot easier to get sponsorships and content deals and things like that if you're, you know, you have a better reputation, obviously. Because no one wants to be associated with toxicity, or it's, I know people are going to say like Tower 1 and stuff like that. Like, there are some exceptions. I think Tower 1's not even like that bad anymore. But in general, most, you know, sponsors or people who want to align themselves with certain content creators want someone with, you know, good vibes, or at least professional vibes, right? Like, the ethos matters a lot. People don't, especially now with cancel culture and all this stuff, people don't want to be associated with other people that are toxic. Is Lux again? It's like every game. They let Jensen go pro. What, was he toxic before or something? I mean, some teams will pick it up, but... Oh, Janna. You talking about the Janna player, Fabian? I don't know. Like, that's not like... You have a pretty weak mental, and a lot of people do in Platinum and Low Diamond. Like, once you get into Diamond, you start to see people with slightly higher mentals. Emotional intelligence, I should say. I mean, obviously they're going to be smarter at the game, but like, even emotional intelligence. Or at the very least, enough self-control and determination to climb to not do that. Again, it happens in every elo. I'm just saying that it happens less as you get higher. Because people understand that, and also part of getting higher is not sabotaging yourself on the way up. Wait, there's 2 dynasties? I just noticed that. Galio's name is also Dynasty.
I only believe in myself.
Drop hacking on which game was not in League? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. My bad. People have accused me of being toxic before in comments, which I kind of chuckle at a little bit. I'm like, I really don't think so. I mean, maybe if you've never ever seen a League game before, and I'm like on an 8-game loss streak, and I'm being a little sarcastic or something, but I mean, I'm not a saint, but I think I'm far from toxic the vast majority of the time. I could see like negative sometimes, for sure, but I don't think negativity, especially if you're not typing anything in chat. I I don't know. But I strive not to be. But I had someone the other day say, "Oh, I watched one of your games and you're just really toxic or something." I'm like, okay. I mean, I never respond to any comments like that because there's no point. I learned a while ago, there's no point ever, like, responding to a comment on the internet, a written comment, unless it's just something, like, funny or whatever. Like, there's no point having any sort of debate or discussion, even about anything. It's like, alright, man, I guess that's your take. Sorry you feel that way, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, Iron Drakes are very good if you can protect them against pumped up melee.
Oh man. I was looking forward to playing Caitlyn.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, I guess some people are forgiven kind of fast if you're good enough, or you have the right kind of apologies or whatever. Like, especially if it was really early on, before there were a ton of sponsorships and before the cancel culture was really around as much. I just wish the flamethrowers could have used their flames in melee. It might be OP, but it's like, if you have a flamethrower in your hand and someone's like melee in your face, why would you just like drop your flamethrower and start punching them, you know? Like, why would you not just keep flamethrowing them? But, you know, it's coded as a ranged attack, so can't do that while you're in melee with most. I think there are a couple of select units, maybe that was just an SFO, that can use their ranged attack in melee. Oh, they changed it where they can? Back in the day, they did not. They had a melee attack and a really low melee attack and really low melee damage, and did not use their flames if they were engaged in melee combat. Well, if they can, that makes them a lot better. That'd potentially make them like really OP if that, because they have really heavy armor too. Those flames do like a shitload of damage. I mean, if that's the case, they could probably even frontline if they can still flame while in melee. Okay, so ones that are not in melee, you're saying, can fire. That much I could possibly believe, but not if they're actually in, like, fighting. Like, if you run half of them into melee and then the other half are not in there, then yeah, maybe the other half can still fire, but I think if something is engaged in melee, if those are engaged in melee, they can't fire. Whichever ones are engaged. Vein top, I guess? I don't know. I mean, just look at their stat sheet. If they have a melee attack, the melee attack stat and melee damage, then it probably doesn't work. Okay, there's a Leona. Gragas Gamer. That toxic dude's name was something Gamer. Hopefully not Gragas Gamer. Alright, we'll go to another armor rune. I don't know if we need... Which gyrocopter's the best? It depends on the situation. Probably just the Steam one. The Steam one does AoE damage. The Brimstone does not. Brimstone, I think, is pretty bad. It's for like focusing down like single target units. Or like big, like monstrous units. Especially stuff that regenerates. Crypt trolls, crypt horrors, stuff like that. They run out of ammo. Iron Drakes? Yeah, large. I don't know about the Gyro Bomber. I like usually never get to those in my campaigns. Not terribly great, but yeah, I think the Steam ones are the best against clumped up infantry. They're not as good against like heavily armored stuff. Like chaos things, chaos infantry, but they're not horrible. They just doesn't have much armor pen on the Steam, but very good against greenskins. Everything except for black orcs, but they're still like okay against black orcs. They're really good for just like going out. I mean, that's really a game changer. Once you get the gyrocopters, then that's when dwarves become like a real faction. I think a lot of times, because before then they just don't have the mobility.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Huh.
30 seconds.
Makes your artillery... Oh, there's a new rune that makes it guided artillery. I haven't seen that. The best artillery is typically the mortar, or like the catapults. Because they have a really high arcing shot, which is really what you want. And they have big splash damage. Like, the cannons aren't as good because they get line of sighted around hills, trees. They can't do anything on sieges. And it's just like all of the artillery, you just pretty much always want the catapults. Maybe the flame thing in like tier 5. It has much shorter range than the other ones, but I think it does like really high splash damage. So maybe the flame one at tier 5, but the other ones are not so good. Maybe have like one of them just to help you crack walls or something. The catapults can also crack walls, but yeah, it's always the high arcing stuff that's the best artillery, almost always.
Most good guys are just kidding themselves.
It's what makes the like the Skaven some of the best artillery, if not the best artillery user in the game. So those Skaven catapults have huge splash, they have a debuff, they're cheap, there are tons and tons of buffs you can get for them in your skill trees.
Whoa! I saw stars for a second.
Come on. Wait, why'd the minions stop attacking her? Ugh.
That is
World's gonna burn.
I can't, dude. There's a huge wave.
nice.
Okay, there we go.
I didn't even care about the kill. I was excited about a Nexus. I prefer if he got the kill, but whatever.
What about the organ gun? I mean, maybe, but again, it just doesn't have the arc. Like, the catapults are already anti-infantry, you know? So I would just do catapults everywhere. I know that's, like, not as much fun because they're the low-tier things, but... yeah, the big one are getting the steam cannon gyrocopters combined with the catapults, because then you can just, like, fly around and harass them with the steam gun stuff. Maybe slow them down a little bit. And then just whittle them down with the catapults. I think you still get, like... Isn't the catapults are also buffed by the crossbow things, right? Aren't they on the same buff tree and the skill tree, I think? That's another huge thing, is like where the skills align. Oh, they're flanking you, with Leona, I think. Oh, never mind, she came back. But yeah, the Quarrelers, the Catapults, I think are on the same, like, red line skill tree. Yeah, that's kind of the heart of winning with dwarves, I think, is really strong catapults, and then trying to get to gyrocopters as fast as you can. Other than that, just like block up a bunch of Quarrelers and Grudgebringers, stuff like that. Or whatever those are, the mid-tier infantry.
An ally has been slain.
Your Porto, man, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Thought it was him coming through the wall. So just true.
I must erase everything. The audience
Probably warded. I mean, if Leona goes on you, she's got to go on you. If she goes on me, I think we die. Yeah, okay. Why I don't... Oh, shit. Holy shit, real. Wow. Wow. He queued forward and dodged my W. If I would have knocked him up, I think we would have won that. Yeah, you have to take them off of skirmish. There's a button that's skirmish mode on them. If you want them to stand still, if stuff gets in range. It's on the little path bar, or the little action bar. Take off skirmish mode, because every ranged unit, I believe, starts in skirmish mode. Which means if stuff comes into a certain range, they run away until they're out of that range. Yeah, they're really they're like shorter range, and they like don't arc very much. They're kind of line of sight. They can have some line of sight issues too, but they're very, very strong if you can use them correctly. Yeah, usually if you can take out their cavalry with your quarrelers and stuff like that, like their high mobility units, and then walk around the flanks and then shoot them in the flanks with the fire, like that really tears them up. That can hurt your own units though, so that's kind of rough. And then obviously you can soften up infantry. Usually you get 1 or 2 shots off by the time they get close. Are they gonna try to die or something? What are they doing?
Oh, no way.
She's gonna die of me. She's probably gonna hit 6 very soon. Oh, come on. Give me a second shot. Ugh. Be bad in I don't. It all comes down to cost efficiency a lot of times in multiplayer, so I'm not really sure. But yeah, usually you would not use them in multiplayer. You could maybe use one if they're cheap. If they're like 600 or 700, maybe in some matchups you could have like one for multiplayer, but I think they're more than that though. Like I said, I don't really get to Gyro Bomber very often. Most campaigns are done by the time I get to that, or I'm just like not making episodes anymore for him. She doesn't have a dude here. Or Leona is not here. What?
What the heck?
How did he get there so fast? He flashed like instantaneously? That looked so weird. How was he so close to chomp me? Did he buffer flash? Can you buffer flash off a teleport? I didn't know that was a mechanic. Because, like, as soon as he appeared, like, I was going to W if he tried to flash after me. But, like, it literally, the millisecond he appeared, I got chomped.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Or was, like, the teleport, like, icon just off? Like, that flash was so fast, I didn't even... He must have buffered it. I don't know. I guess I should have W'd faster. I was expecting the, I guess there's no point not flashing early. If I'm gonna have to flash anyways, might as well not even risk it. I think my flash was up, I can't remember. Or my W was up.
Most good guys are just kidding themselves.
Fuck, I'm dead too. This Grog is so fucking worthless. Grog is just such a bad champ. Every time I see him, he's got an interesting kit, his numbers are just too low. He just got deleted.
Jin.
Swishes. Swish.
The dwarf tier 5 is pretty lackluster from what I remember. Takes a really long time to get to it, or at least it used to. Their growth is some of the slowest growth in the game. You really just want to confederate with someone who's tier 5, if you can. But there are a lot of dwarves that get blown out before that happens on the map. Maybe? $220 growth. Carrick 8 peaks. Yeah, that's pretty good. Don't think we win this. Fane's just huge.
Sometimes we agents of darkness need a break.
How do I kill anybody?
Woo! I am so
Maybe I should just be trying to play like Lulu or Janna, or it's like, I don't know, like you need Engage, but like Engage is so much weaker if you can't one-shot anybody, you know? Oh my god, what the hell killed me? Did he silence me? I got Leona stunned. I don't know why I didn't knock up Cho when I W'd onto him. Silence would not have stopped me mid-W. I think it maybe Leona just grabbed me.
and kill evil.
I have to go back and look.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
It's looking grim though. I mean, we do have the scaling.
Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Evil that looks so hot.
Enemy
I don't
rampage.
apologize. Doing my
Your
thing.
turret has been
Gonna
destroyed.
like flash chomp me.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed.
It's not that I completely lost my sense of confidence. It's that the light inside me died over time, leaving the dark very good looking.
Shut down. An ally has been slain.
Yi does have a lot of kills, and he does have like a good snowball build. They did not get inhibitor because Cho was goofing around with us. He missed the W? Which W?
I am bad because I'm free, and I am free because I'm
That is an interesting build for sure. The
On Yi?
Frost.
Oh,
No, on
Everfrost?
that.
Cho? Yeah.
Just freeze you.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Fuck up
pretty
you.
good.
Oh my god, that's
Shit. Oh my god, the flank. That show. Maybe? Come on, Yi. No. They have a lot of CC for Yi.
Ally has been slain.
Doesn't say who Anathema has changed his targeting, I don't think. I assume it's Yi. Try to get some extra damage procs for Yi. I'm just gonna run. Set up for Baron. He's got Lord Doms. They have no armor on their team, but he's got Doms. Shit. No. Okay. He might be able to hard carry this. Need to get Grievous next. Okay, thanks, baby, and see ya. Duck would love to hear that from you if Duck was still around. Duck was a big fan of SC2. I like SC2 also.
Perfection doesn't exist. My hair.
Okay, so they basically did it with just Vayne and Cho. Vayne's really pretty underrated right now. I know we see a lot of bad Vaynes on our teams, but like, it's pretty good. If you just survive the laning phase, she's just so hard to deal with late game, mid to late.
I do danger.
Just going back towards a shield bow rage blade build. I haven't seen that in a while, but it makes sense. I think shield bow is just really underrated right now.
Self-control is for starters. I choose fun.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks. Have a good one. Hope to see you tomorrow. I can actually get on at a reasonable time.
An ally has been slain.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Shit, am I just dead? No. Yeah, Yi being down is not good for business. Okay. It's too bad there's nothing on the map left to grab, but it's a good fight. It was just like, God, I thought it was like 30 minutes and it's like 22. They just been completely mowing us over. Maybe we got the CLG going on here, and we'll see. I mean, there was a game that was almost as bad as a CLG game. I think it was... Who was it? Someone came back by 10,000 against M5. Wasn't it CLG EU came back by 10,000 down against M5 or something? It was one of those like really early season things. It was like the 10k down. But that was before they had dragons and stuff like that as well, which are difficult to quantify. But they were down 3 dragons to 0 also. CLG was. So I think CLG is the biggest comeback in League history, probably. At least that I can remember. Yeah, we can't do this without Yasuo, I don't think. Yeah, it's just too much healing.
I think we were too spread.
Yeah, that too. Yasuo wasn't anywhere close, and that item doesn't even have that much healing on it, but I don't know.
A summoner has disconnected.
Still seems OP, but anyways, alright, well, good tries. I think we won a couple in there, maybe. Won one or two.
Yeah.
But I gotta roll out, but good games, man. I'll catch you next time.
Cool, man. Alright. Good games.
See you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully around 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll try to have the support tier list out for you. I did do the patch notes today. Then I'll have some more Total War Warhammer and some more Final Fantasy 14 coming out tomorrow as well. So should have lots of stuff. And then I've got a bunch of coaching sessions as well too that I need to release. So I'm gonna try to see if I can do like 2 or 3 videos per day in addition to the stream. And the days when I don't have tier lists or other stuff going on, then I'll just release the coaching sessions. And maybe I can do some updated guides and stuff as well. But anyways, that's gonna be it. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow. Be sure to like and subscribe. It's free, it's easy, just takes a couple of clicks, really helps out a ton on the channel. And I'll see you next time. Have a good day.